I'm here, but I'm not alone. The Q&A is going to occur right now, and if you can believe it, I'm here to introduce the person doing the Q&A with me. Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between, literally, Halsey. Imagine?
Wow. Thank you. I thought nobody was gonna cheer. I'm so happy about that. I was like, maybe I should have gone first. So I'm mostly here because I couldn't get Hannah to give me a second date, so I had to trap her.
Oh my God, that is not true.
A little bit. And you can tell that we're both, bi queer icons because we came wearing combined one full suit. We didn't plan it.
That's right.
But somehow she knew she'd take top and I'd take bottom. So that's a discussion for a later time.
You know what I mean? And thank you again just for everything. And yeah, we're absolutely rocking and rolling.
I don't know how we knew that together we'd make it. We'd make one full suit.
It's really powerful. This is kind of the uniform I'm finding.
Yeah.
I've been talking to community members. I'm on the recruitment board. And they're going, what do I wear to my friend's wedding? Just do suit and skirt.
Suit and skirt. Or suit pants, little top.
That's what's up. And you guys feel free to take that out, use that however you like.
And you could tell them we sent you.
Yeah,
absolutely. Anyway, guys, how unbelievable is Hannah? Generationally iconic final girl, Chris. Love. I saw the movie a couple months ago, before all of you. And I haven't been able to stop thinking about it since. And I was actually just saying to Hannah backstage how I keep forgetting that it's just coming out now, so I keep wanting to talk about it with people. It's just such a immediately important piece of the consciousness of this type of film that as everyone is starting to get the chance to see it, it just feels like an instant classic, kind of in a way. I don't know if you guys agree. You haven't had much time to digest, but it was obvious to me, right? Right? So now I want to ask you like 1,000 questions. I want to start with a light one though. Did you actually eat all of that candy, or was it fake?
Yes.
You did?
Yes, it's very important to my process. I don't have any formal acting training, but when I started acting on a little show they call Hacks, I was like, okay, I gotta learn about acting, and so I searched on YouTube Brad Pitt food acting compilation, and so it became an integral part of my my process. So yeah, I do like to eat real style in the movie, and just in anything. It's really helpful.
Is it like a Pavlovian response now though? Like if you eat certain candies, are you gonna be like, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that.
I'm down by the fire again. Yeah.
Yeah, incredible.
No, it's like the candy thing is such a fun part of the film, I feel like, because my interpretation of it is that it's like this safe way to access pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And also just this like ode to the movies and going to the movies and the popcorn and the Raisinets and all of that.
Absolutely. And Jane said, in a couple of interviews how integral gummy candy was to their experience and like their processing of their post-transition life, and how, I think sort of that unknown timing calls for like a very specific anchor that is fun and is playful like gummy candy. And I know like there's a reason why for generations, especially the films we grew up on, when someone's going through like a horrible breakup or like a horrible trauma, it's like the bed and it's like candy and ice cream and like that's one of my go-tos also in those moments. I have like friends that make fun of me because they'll borrow like a purse or a jacket from mine and they'll just reach in the pocket. There's like wrappers or like loose Skittles. You know what I mean? So super guilty, and I felt very seen by that in the film.
Big time.
I want to know what it was like you know, I guess if there's a certain responsibility or if it felt really easy or natural to you, being on set and knowing that you were kind of holding this opportunity to portray a very underrepresented style of sexuality, sensuality. And I don't just mean the active sex scenes, I also just mean within your character. You know, you have a lot of nudity in the film. You look great, by the way.
Thank you.
Look amazing.
Thank you.
Really good. And you know, so, but there is a responsibility, I think, you know, in a certain sense that there are going to be young people or people who've never seen themselves represented in that way or seen something that sparks their attraction for the first time. You know, you are essentially setting yourself up to become a defining sexual data point in a lot of people's lives, you know, like a point of sexual discovery with this character. And if you haven't thought about that, sorry. But I guess my question more so was, did you think about that? And were there points of communication for you where you were like, I think it's important for me to look like this or seem like this? Did you want to be yourself? Was there something important to you about the sensuality and the sexuality of those scenes?
Yeah, I mean, I think that, what's really great about, specifically about Jillian, is that like she's now published 2 books, which are collections of anonymous sexual fantasies submitted by women. And so this is something that Jillian's thought a lot about, and Jane and I had so many in-depth conversations about the ways that we were going to portray the sex, and specifically the first 2 sexual scenes. And just like really trying to understand like how to make sure that we were conscious of like the dynamics and not having anything feel like there was a power imbalance. Like it was important for Chris to pursue Billy and kind of be a little more forward in that way, just to kind of like even that out. We had an amazing intimacy coordinator, a person named Aaron, who just was like created a really, really safe space for the conversations around that. And yeah, I mean, I don't know how conscious I necessarily was of like feeling, I try not to think about necessarily like my, I try not to be too aware of like that necessarily.
For sure.
But I do feel like as an audience member myself, in reading the script and in dealing with the material, like it was important to me, and I knew that. Like understanding what we were portraying in the sex scenes, I started to sort of reflect on like how much of this is true for me, how much do I relate to this, and the truth was that like it was very relatable to me. And so yeah, I just found it was really cathartic to approach the sensuality and those sex scenes